Did it reveal too much? You know,
Hello, welcome to the weekend. I am Tyler, your host. To my right, as always, is my overly artistic friend, Mitch. Mitch, thank you for joining me again.
welcome to today.
Welcome to today.
I don't know if it's the weekend or not.
It is
because
the
of
weekend.
YouTube time.
This is a Saturday.
Presumably.
I don't know which Saturday, but it's a Saturday.
So what are we doing?
One day we'll have more set dates. I'll have a schedule and such.
Okay.
As of now, it'll happen when it happens. Yeah, so we've got a trailer, and actually, you had mentioned this to me first.
I had?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't remember this?
No.
Man.
I don't remember the trailer. I don't remember mentioning it to you.
That's funny. So
it's almost like someone impersonated me and had a conversation.
Seriously, I don't know what happened to you, but this movie's called Mickey 17, and you had mentioned it because of the poster. I don't know if you remember the poster, but it looks like an old school Kubrick poster. So it's like him standing there, and then it's kind of like psychedelic background behind him. I'll pull it up later so you can see it. But
yeah, let's take a look later.
But anyway, we're gonna watch and react to the trailer, and I'm gonna try. Hopefully this works out. I'm gonna try and put the sound through this time. Also, I'd like to address a couple things.
This is about the Better Man trailer.
Maybe. Okay, I would like to apologize. We're figuring this out. But as we're watching the trailer, when I don't have the sound coming through, I'm realizing that we're having to hold the weight so that you guys aren't just watching a trailer behind a logo and watching us watch a trailer. Like, that's super boring. That's so stupid. So, like, we're here for our commentary. So we missed the first portion of Better Man where it explains that it is about somebody specific. Now, I didn't know that that was an actual real person, but it is a biopic. Here's the thing. I did guess that it was a biopic, and I guessed right without having heard the rest of the beginning of the trailer. So I will say I still got it.
The way you got it was different.
The way I got it was incorrect. I was supposed to have listened in the beginning. Go figure.
If anything, it makes the movie worse now because you were able to guess it and you weren't even told.
Maybe. I mean, the only reason I was able to is because I love circuses, and I know a little bit about Barnum, which is what Greatest Showman's about.
Okay.
And so, but that take is obviously super fantastic.
I see.
And so I was like, this must be his shtick, is like doing biopics in this kind of unusual, unorthodox way.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's about someone specific, obviously. Still weird. It's a weird idea.
The other thing, too, is, I mean, I don't know if this is going to help me or hurt me, but I saw that trailer in theaters, and I missed the part where it said that this is based off of a real person. Now, I don't know if I just looked down at my phone or my popcorn or something when that happened.
You tend to not care about trailers in the first place. So, I mean.
Well, yeah, I internally groan, and it's like a little part of myself dies every time I have to watch a trailer because I just know they spoil everything.
Well, there's that, but there's also, I've got to sit through 30 minutes of this before I get to my actual movie. So there's also that.
Yeah, I don't care about this other movie, and I'm happy with teasers. Teasers are fine.
Yeah, those are
real
great.
Brief,
30 seconds.
30 seconds to a minute. That's plenty. That's way, way more than what I need. So yeah, I don't know. Whatever. Better Man sucks.
It will suck. It's not out yet. Oh no, it is out.
It is out, and actually, everyone loves it. Is the thing. Everyone thinks it's the greatest thing since sliced bread, or the greatest thing since biopics with human characters. I mean, whatever. It was a creative idea to do an ape as your leading man. It was just such a jarring trailer, and I just don't think you can drop in a quick line. I mean, I guess that's them covering themselves, but if you can miss it because you're so distracted, you're so oh my god, you have an ape as your protagonist, and no one's reacting.
Well, to be fair, I went back and watched it. It's the guy, he shows his face, there's a couple of still shots of him. He's like, hey, my name's, whatever it is, and I'm one of the biggest pop stars in the world. But I see myself differently. And then it jumps into him being an ape. So, yeah, you probably...
Because he is an ape in the movie. That's how I took it.
What I'm saying is that it shows him as an ape after he does the whole monologue part. So you probably just were like, oh, another trailer. And in the time that you said that, that's when he does his whole line, and then the ape shows up, and you're like, wait. Oh, no.
Well, because that line, too, is such a generic, oh, I'm different than everybody. So when he starts saying that, and it's like, yes, you are, you're an ape, which...
Fair. Either way, The other
Whatever.
housekeeping bit of business. So we don't get a lot of comments on these videos, right?
Housekeeping episode.
But
yeah.
2 comments from 2 different people have said that they request us to do Rings of Power. So,
oh no, they didn't.
So
There's nobody did that.
here's the thing: if you want us to watch Rings of Power, I'm gonna throw this out. Either put in the comments that you want us to do Rings of Power. We're gonna
No.
get a lot of comments. On
Why
this.
are you doing this?
We're gonna do this, or tweet me at the Tyler Holm. I want to see how much engagement we get with this. I'm gonna make you sit through Rings of Power. All right, now to our feature presentation. So we're gonna review Mickey 17 or the trailer they're in.
Okay. Well, you better get it on because it's got to be
we're-
snappy
we're-
episodes.
Snappy. We're gonna be real short. Okay, so like I said, I'm gonna have some sound this time. Let's go with it.
Okay.
So we just recently saw this in the theaters also, which
The trailer, not the movie. Yeah.
right. It's
So it's Robert Pattinson, and he's got the squirmiest, most pathetic voice ever, which
right.
is fantastic.
Coming off of Batman is
I know.
hilarious.
yeah.
And I love how self-aware it is. Like breathe in all the microbes and the viruses and gonna die. And he's all smiling about it.
Inhale.
So good. I love his voice in this.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Unknown virus in the air.
Yeah, so this is the same director who made Parasite, and it has his his similar. See, there it is. I caught that text.
Nailed it.
um,
I've yet to see that. Was that good?
oh
Parasite?
yeah, Parasite's fantastic. It's a very this has a very similar anti-capitalist messaging to it, where
Okay.
it's like, you know,
Oh,
corporate is just beating the crap out of this guy who's just
Because they can.
because they can.
They have an excuse because he gets to come back or whatever.
And it's like, yeah, he's a loser, but he probably has a heart of gold.
It
Okay.
looks like what's that guy that did Thor Ragnarok?
Oh, Taki Waititi.
It looks like a him type of movie.
Kinda.
But if you gave him some charm.
A little bit of. I love Pattinson's body language in this too. From what I'm seeing, he's very just like.
Yes. Pattinson's a really, really diverse actor. Like he seems like he can handle quite a few roles.
I mean, to
He's-
go from the the hot Twilight guy to this, where it's like he's the squirmy loser.
No, he starts in Harry Potter.
Okay.
That's his first role.
Yes.
And then he does Twilight.
Well, but in Harry Potter, he's not like the.
no.
Well, the. There's gonna be some over the top stuff in
Oh,
this
yeah.
movie.
I'm
kinda
there for it.
Yeah, I agree. He's gonna throw just like a javelin. I missed that the first time. Mark Ruffalo with a javelin. That's pretty good.
That was great. Yeah, I'm there for it. That looks pretty funny.
We got to talk about the best line in this is when
Oh,
they're
yeah.
dumping his body.
Someone
Look-
notices he's not dead.
And
They're
then he
like, "Oh,
goes,
he's still alive in there.
"It's
They
fine.
go, it's fine.
Don't worry about it."
They're gonna bring him back anyway, so he doesn't care. I've died 19 times now. All right, so a couple of generic questions. Are you gonna see it?
Yeah, I'll watch it. I'm interested.
All right.
I don't think this is gonna reach the heights of Parasite, though. Even though Parasite is,
Parasite's a dramatic film, isn't it?
well, it's yeah, it's a more of a black comedy film.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
But I would say, yeah, there's a dramatic tinge to it for sure. It's a crazy ending, like freaking wild ending that every time because sometimes I'll show
Isn't
it in my
it's a
classes.
foreign film, no? Isn't it?
Yeah, South Korean.
South Korean. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I heard a lot about it. I just have not seen it yet.
Yeah, it's a fantastic movie. That year actually was a great. That was one of the best Oscar years, like especially in recent memory, because like every film up for Best Picture was like awesome and was totally deserving. You had Marriage Story, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. You had gosh, I'm blanking on some of the other ones, but there was just a lot of like good, like yeah, I want that to
These
win
ones
too.
actually deserved it, kind
Yeah,
of thing. Gotcha.
yeah. Oh, there was the Taika Waititi movie, but like his best
Jojo
one,
Rabbit?
Jojo Rabbit. Yeah,
Yeah.
Jojo Rabbit
I do
was
want to
great.
see that one.
Yeah. So that one was good. That was up there. So yeah, it was kind of from a pool of just awesomeness. So it was like whatever you pick is good with me, man. But yeah, Parasite was fantastic, and I think it's okay. See, the stylistic thing I'm seeing different here is this feels way more on the nose. Like Parasite is, I would say, more poignant. Like yeah, it's kind of on the nose, but I don't think it's. I think there's some important subtlety things that it does, especially like the visual storytelling that people don't always catch. And like when you point it out, it's just like, oh, it's obvious, and then people go like, oh, it's so obvious now. I'm like, yeah, but that is the beauty of it. Is you didn't catch it. It's just like that scene in Dune where they're looking at it's like he's like, this is where we hid the atomics, and then he's like, it's everywhere. It's obvious where it is,
Right.
and he's like, did you find it? And he's like,
I
not
wasn't
clever.
looking for it.
It's like, yeah, but you didn't find it, so
Right.
obviously it's
There you
clever.
go.
It worked.
It worked out.
Otherwise, you would have noticed. Yeah, so this feels a little more, but it also seems a little more fun as a result, I guess.
Right.
Not that Parasite isn't fun, but Parasite has a nice dramatic like punch at the end. It's like, ooh,
Gotcha.
that
Okay.
stung. Whereas I feel like I'm probably not going to get that in this movie. This is going to be like a fun.
You're gonna
romp,
get it right
feels
off
like.
the bat, and it's gonna probably continue all the way through.
That's what it seems like.
That's fair.
Yeah. What about you? What do you?
Oh yeah,
You gonna see it?
It looks great. Looks hilarious. I'm definitely gonna watch that. Like I said, I've really enjoyed Pattinson and his development over the years. Like just the different roles that I've been able to see him in. I've just been like, man, this guy can carry a movie pretty well.
He did work really hard to pull out of the being typecast thing.
Oh yeah.
Because he was real concerned about that. I remember after Twilight ended, he was like, I gotta stop. I gotta do something different.
Well, yeah. I mean, you get an image from that movie for sure. But he pulled out with Water for Elephants, which I love. And then he surprised me with Batman, which also is a fantastic movie.
He also did The Lighthouse, which I've not seen, but I've heard that's a really interesting, crazy movie.
But yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna. Eggers is really that's my patience.
He's also did a David Cronenberg movie, I think. Didn't he do a David Cronenberg movie?
Aware of
David Cronenberg is a really weird director. He's interesting. He does like body horror stuff.
Okay.
It's usually like it's like they're kind of, I hesitate to say B movies because they're actually a lot deeper than that, but they have this kind of grungy exterior to them.
Gotcha. Okay.
But they're interesting. He's an interesting director for sure.
Pattinson's an interesting actor. Well, I think 2 thumbs up.
Yeah, I'd say it
I'm
looks
gonna go
good.
see it.
It reveals a lot, too much, but yeah. But I guess at the same time, I got to see,
Right.
you know,
Mark Ruffalo
Mark
throwing
Ruffalo.
a spear.
just throw a javelin.
Yeah, stuff like that. Definitely gonna watch it for that.
Yeah.
Him getting incinerated,
Yeah.
breathing in the toxic air. Just breathe in those microbes. That's
Yeah.
great. All right.
All right,
Well, thanks for joining.
sounds good.